Well, let's go mudlarking on this beautiful, bright and sunny summer morning.
Ooh, can you see what I can see?
Well, here we are on the river, bright and early. Sunshine is out, the water is bubbling by, and already I can see a brick.
Ooh.
So I've got good feelings for today, because here we have first brick of the day.
And it's
the. There we go. Let's see what else we can find as we go hunting on the river. Come and join us.
What have you got?
I have, well, I was going to say half, but probably a quarter of a Stanley knife.
Oh, there we go.
Now, could just belong to somebody locally and it's dropped in the water, but it could be again from underground.
Right.
Because the beltman always carried Stanley knives for doing those repairs on the conveyor belts.
Right.
So it could be from underground, or it could be a local personage has dropped their Stanley knife, and I have half of it here. If you recognise it, please put it in the comments below and we'll send it to you.
Oh, I can see something metal.
Ooh, aye.
What do you reckon that is?
It's a gizmo,
Oh, yes.
a doodah.
Got a hole of it here. And it's got... Oh, that
that's
looks like
two.
it could be a really posh light switch, doesn't it?
Tell you what,
What do you think it is?
I'm thinking it's a pump.
A pump?
I'm thinking that water could go in there.
Yes. Oh, these teeth could be run by
Could
something.
be run by a belt. Sort of thing. Only thing is I can't see an outlet. But there was a housing on you. There's the pump. That's the pump wheel. Can you see in there like a water wheel?
Oh,
would
yes.
work? That's run by a belt. Turns that, and there'd be a housing on you, and it would pump the water, possibly out of a washing machine.
All right, yeah. Oh, this looks
Possibly.
far too grand. It just looks like a really posh light switch. I know it isn't, but I like to think it is.
It's quite architectural, isn't it?
I love it.
Oh, well, if you love it, dear, we'll take it home with us.
Okay.
I found a word.
A worm.
A word.
A word.
Yes, not a word. A very Welsh word.
Right.
Tileri. You get cum tileri, aber tileri, see? Bum tileri.
Ooh, that's a nice one. We haven't seen that before.
No.
And it's plain on the other side.
It's quite a big brick, I think.
It is. There's a lump of cement on it.
Just looking there to there.
Yes.
Is it my imagination? Let's have a look. Another brick. Another brick. Some comparison to the brick.
No, it's
It's
exactly
my
the
eyes.
same.
It's my eyes. It's the squared edge. Look at that. Tileri.
Which is nice.
That's got to go with us, isn't it? That's got to go with us.
What is that? Now that's interesting. It's metal. It's got lots of bits sticking up on it. But what's it for? Do you recognise that? Any idea what it's off? Let me know in the comments, please, because I have no idea. Oh, there's a tiny piece of blue and white. Oh, that's sweet. And here's another one of those Tileri bricks. Funny, we've never seen one, and now we've seen two. Ooh, what's that? Oh, wow. Look at that. It's a cute little brass padlock. I was hoping it was heart-shaped. It's not, but it's a really pretty shape. I wonder how old that is. Ooh, it's getting deep.
Don't let the camera pick it up. There's one of them dodgy blue stones.
Oh, right, let's come and have a look.
See there? In amongst all the grey and brown, look.
There it
I
is.
swear that was a painting, wouldn't you, on a piece of china. You bring them out and they lose their colour.
You can see already that's not so blue, and they get more grey as they dry. Always a disappointment. They tease us, we get all excited, and it's one of those.
We put him back in because they're beautiful in the water. There you go, the colours are
blue
there.
again. Oops, there he goes under the silt. Phil is walking up the river. I came onto the beach to see what I could see, and something up there caught my eye. And on the way, something else caught my eye. There's this bottle. Now, it's been left by bottle diggers, I think. It's got a little plant growing out of it. A lovely little plant pot there. We'll put it back down. But let's go up for what caught my eye initially. Oh, quite a few bits and pieces here, not just what caught my eye. We've got this bit of plate. Oh, we've got some ridged pottery. Let's have a look what else. More ridged pottery. So is this more? Yes, looks like a ridged pottery jar has got broken there. And let's have a look what else is here. Right, we got... Oh, that's a nice bottom of a jar. Something drinks Newport. Bottom of a white saucer. The top of a clay pot. A terracotta pot with a lovely curve to it. What's this? Oh, the top of a bottle. Not a lot left of it. Let's wander along this way. I have to move things to see where I put my feet because I don't want to tread on an upturned glass bottle. That wouldn't be funny. Right, there's the neck of a bottle. Ah. There's a bit of teapot with a pattern on. Bit of white saucer. Oh, it's another broken cod bottle. Porth, Thomas and Evans. Right, I can't see anything else, so we'll make our way back down to the river. Oh, it's an interesting bit of metal. No idea what it was off. It's not really identifiable anymore, is it? I pop up here, I can see a tube, which I'm assuming is a hoover. Oh, that's completely stuck in. That's not going anywhere. Anything else along here? Don't forget, shout if you see something. What have you found this time?
In a moment, I'm going to show you what I consider to be the find of the day. I think this is the most beautiful work of art that I have seen on a river for a while.
Right.
But before I do that, linked to it is up there rather than down here. You see the elder tree there? Got the elderflower on it? Now that's a memory for me. My grandfather swore by this stuff. And he'd make elder tea and he would get the berries and make elder wine. My mum followed in his footsteps. And we used to have this stuff drying in the house. And I think Caroline remembers when we were first courting, coming to our house, and there was a rather pungent odour.
It's like cat's pee.
Yes, filling the property.
Not nice.
Because I don't know if anyone remembers those, what we called the rack. It was like 4 bars of wood on a pulley that Mum used to dry all the washing above the range. Well, at this time of year, or a little later, we'd be out picking the elderflower and she would dry that on there and the whole house would smell of that pungent odour. So a little blast from the past, a little memory of things gone by, and a reminder of just how much nature gives to us. that is good for us as well as beautiful. But the strange thing is that that tree is still standing, because at its base it's virtually gone.
Right.
It's at the point now where there's not much left of the base of the tree. But look at the base of the tree, look at it in here.
Oh, isn't that pretty?
Look at that. It's rooted in there, look. Coming up through the bark only here, and see there's the tree. That is the tree going up. And that's what the elderflower is growing from. All this knotweed coming in around it, all of that life was thrown at it, and that thing is still producing the flowers that give to us medicine and a strange smell in the house.
Phil's following behind. I come on ahead to walk up under these trees because we'd like to get up to the beach, which is there. The sun is shining on it, but we don't really want to go around. We want to walk through the river. And I just spotted something that is definitely not natural. There. Now, what is that? Is it the foot of a Christmas tree? Is it the basis of a steering wheel that's broken? I really don't know. It's quite a size. What do you think? It's heavy.
Oh, I think it's too heavy for a steering wheel.
Mind you, when you think how heavy the steering was we found in the Rumney River, that was much heavier.
Yeah, I suppose.
It could be a steering wheel.
Yeah, it could be. That way. And the shaft going down off there, yeah. I suppose so. And then this might have been plastic coated then.
Yeah.
Originally.
Or wood.
Oh, yeah.
If it was a big old posh car.
It's different, isn't it? It's copper?
I think it is, yes. It's got a lot of bits and pieces growing on it. This is iron, but that end does seem to be copper, doesn't it?
Unless they used
or brass.
It could be a braze that they used.
Oh, right.
They might have used a copper braze to join whatever was on the end.
Could be. Now, this is something we come across quite often on a river. I think they must have those duck release races. We often find little plastic ducks.
Oh, duck!
And we bring them home with us because they're cute and they shouldn't really be in the river. Ooh, what a lovely piece of river driftwood.
That's nice.
Oh, I can't even lift that. It's huge. I put my foot there for you to see. I'd love that in my garden, but that's not coming home. It's far too heavy. Beautiful. Can you see the cracks in the surface of the wood? Absolutely beautiful. I just wandered up onto the bank, and as you can see, it is absolutely covered in Japanese knotweed. I tried filming, but the leaves just kept getting in the way, so I brought everything down to show you on this little stone here. We've got this, which I'm going to guess it's some sort of clutch plate, because I found a thinner one than this, and somebody said it was a clutch plate, so that's my guess. What do you reckon? Am I right? And there were some lovely bits of blue. I think this goes with that. That's my guess. Some orange, some green, which is plain on the other side, a little piece of river glass, sort of worn, but it hasn't actually been anywhere near the river. Strange. And another little piece of glass, which is much smoother, and a stripy bit. Oh, this boring piece. I washed it, but there was nothing on it. That looks like a jar lid. I don't know how old it is. Let's have a look. Oh, look! Chivers pickles. Oh, that's really nice. I like that. And we've got the heel, which looks like it's possibly off a hobnail shoe. I'd say the width on that, probably a child. I've spotted something big in the water. Oh, on the way. There are a few little bits and pieces here. What's this? The bottom of a teacup. And it's plain. And this is patterned. Oh, goes in there, make a pile. Take my glove off. There's some blue. I just love blue glass. No matter how small, I still love it. That there. Do you think that's a little bit of pipe stem? No, it's a little shard of some white china. See if you can spot the thing I saw in the water that caught my eye. It's rather large, isn't it? Let's have a look what that is. Ooh! It's a lock in something. I think we'll get you to do all the work actually. There you go, you can open that for us. What do you think that is? A lock-in bathroom cabinet? Is it something from an office?
Could be one of them cabinets you put keys in.
Oh yes, could be. Do you think there's anything in it? Is it full of £50 notes?
Or it could be a fuse box.
Oh, it's full of mud. What's that? There's a little bit of wire in there. Will that give us any clue? I tell you what, that could have had keys on it, couldn't it? Are you wet?
I'm very wet.
Oh dear.
I'm very wet. Have you noticed?
What?
Very often when we're down on Lime Regis, you say, oh look, it's a bit of glass that looks like a gummy sweet.
Yes?
Well now we've actually got...
Oh, some gummy bears, gummy sweetie things.
Gummy rings.
Somebody's left those there.
Some child have dropped their bag of sweets playing by the river.
Oh, and there's a cola bottle. Here's a lovely fossil. Put it on there. Get my shadow out of the way. Look at the lines. Anything on the other side? No, but there, that is absolutely gorgeous. There's something metal. Ooh. Oh, look at that. That's really interesting. It's got that on that end. And it's got a hole on that end. What is that off? Oh, you've got a weird shaped piece as well.
Yeah, this is pipe though.
Well, mine isn't pipe, mine's flat.
But look how much has sort of attached itself. It's become part of an ecosystem, isn't it?
Look at that.
It's really become part of the river, I think.
And there's something else metal down there too. It's a lump of metal that's actually joined itself to a pebble. It's even almost hinged on the pebble because it's got a hinge on the metal. This bit here is fused to the pebble, so we've now got a hinged metal bit with lots of little pebbles on.
Very fun.
Ooh! Hang on, we'll come in. Right, hold on everybody, because we could take our time, but I really want to see what Phil's found. Is it a rolling pin or is it an industrial roller?
It looks so interesting, I got my arm wet.
All right. We're coming, we're coming. Careful everyone, this is really precarious. If I show you, oops.
Easy.
As you can see, Phil just fell. It is dangerous here. We're walking very slowly. Oops. Oh, look at that. I don't think that's a rolling pin, is it? I think it's an industrial roller. Oh, you wouldn't want to roll your pastry with that.
I thought at first it was the roller off a mangle.
Right, yes.
But I don't think so, because didn't they have a softness to them? As
the newer ones did, but I think possibly the older ones didn't. Eventually they changed to rubber just before they were discontinued.
I don't know if that's marble or what. But it's definitely solid, isn't it? Could
well be off a mangle. We may find the rest of the mangle, which will answer our question. That's a big lump. It's ceramic. Maybe that's an insulator, maybe not. I've never seen one like that, so I'm not quite sure. What do you reckon? Is that an insulator? Oh, that seems to be the neck of a jar or a ginger beer bottle. there's something else down there too. It looks metal, I think. See if we can get it.
I just found a tyre.
Oh, a tyre off a pram or a bike, probably a pram. I love those. I don't know why.
Somebody was saying the other day when we found a tyre, they said, good grief, off a pram, that would go on a bike.
Yeah.
And I was explaining that when our eldest was a baby, which was nearly 40 years ago now, we had a pram, a coach-built Silver Cross.
Yep.
And the wheels on that were massive, weren't they?
They were.
And they were a solid rubber white
Yes.
wheels. So it's probably a Silver Cross pram wheel.
Could well be.
Or some other mix, because other prams are available.
I made it! Well done.
Another bit of decomposed trolley.
Oh yes, lots of shopping trolleys today. Well, various bits of rusted old shopping trolleys. Oh, we found a ball. It's a mini football. What a dog. There's something circular. Ooh. It's clear around. Do you think that's a jar or... No, I think it's wobbling. That's very wobbly for something that's very long. Oh, look. It's a screw top and it's the top of a jar. Ooh, it looks like Phil is through the bond circle. Ooh. Can you see what I can see? There. Oh, I think it is. Oh, it's a part of a pipe bowl. I was looking forward to finding the odd pipe stem, but we found part of a pipe. Look what I found growing out from underneath this rock. It's a pea plant. See the little curly tendrils looking for something to grow up. I think it's more likely to survive if I leave it on the ground. If I put it sticking up, somebody's going to spot it and perhaps damage it. I wonder if that'll grow strong enough to have any peas. It's growing nicely on that end. How cute. Now let's play plain or patterned.
So come on, which one are you going to go for first?
We'll go for this.
What do you think?
Oh no, that's difficult. It's big and chunky off a tureen, and this size tureen or jar may not have been plain, so patterned. Oh yes, it's that pale blue pattern we've seen a lot of lately. Right, this one I'm going for plain. Oh, it's got a few little pink flowers on the edge there. Right, this one's got a fluted edge and it's fine, so I'm going for that being patterned. Oh yes, it's like a teal colour. I love this colour on pottery. And oh no, we've spoiled that one now. It fell off. So
cheating,
that one
cheating.
is patterned. This one, being brown, could have more decoration on the other side. Cream stripey type thing, I reckon. Yes, it's a cream stripe. This little bit here looks really boring. And on that basis only, I'm going to say it's probably patterned. Oh yes, that's really beautiful and bright.
Gorgeous, that is.
This one is thicker. I'm going for plain. Oh, it's plain, but it's got a relief pattern on it. Right, we got...
Posh ridged pottery.
Oh yes, very posh. Up here we've got... Oh, this is finer, but not the finest. And I don't know, I'm going for plain. Oh, it's stripy. And this one, I'm going to try again with plain. Oh yes, we got it right that time. And are these sure to look at?
Yes.
Or, right, so is this plain or patterned? Oh, that's got to be patterned.
Ha!
Plain. Oh, that was sneaky. And this one here. Oh, Oh, I'm going for patterned. Why not? Oh yes, look. I wonder if that belonged with that. I think it probably did.
A couple of these here are the ones I gathered while you were filming on the underwater points.
All right, yep.
There's the seagrass.
Oh yes, I recognise that big handly thing.
Yes, but here's one I had to show. It's a plastic top, and
Please
it says
use, recycle.
me.
Oh.
And somebody didn't listen and
No.
threw it in the river. But we are going to, what a nice person to say please.
Yes.
And we will recycle it.
Yep. I found one of these similar to this down here before. It's a photo frame. And I've also found this circular brass thing that I think is probably off a clock. And some nice little bits of glass. Let's put those
China.
little piece of lead. Not quite sure what that is.
Got a shoe.
And yes, this is the bottom of a hobnail boot. You can see the nails in there. But what I'm going to do is show you the layers of leather. I think it was 8 layers of leather. Let's see this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers that I can see there. And they could well, oh yes, there's another one and another one. So yep, 8 layers of leather on there to keep your feet warm.
Well, whether it's fossils, china, plain or patterned, we're certainly finding stuff here on the river today. Hope you've enjoyed the trip with us. You've enjoyed the beautiful surroundings. It's just an awesome place. And if you have, give us a thumbs up. And don't forget, share it with all your friends. And until the next time, as always, have fun. Bye.
Bye.